What up, people? We appreciate y'all for tuning in to another episode of Everyday Talk with B. Cole and A. Rice. So sit back and enjoy. Cheers.
Two and a bet in the game. Say I'm a super cool, still a threat at the same time. Rhyme about the times I invested in cane. Legend pain, every aspect of the game. I'm the answer to your prayers if you're praying for change. So how dare you compare us and say with
Alright, going on, people, man. It's your boy B. Cole and A. Rice, man. We decided to hit y'all with a bonus episode this week. We plan to do this when we have special events coming up, and being that this is the second most important event of the year, aside from the Super Bowl, we gonna hit y'all with an extra episode this Friday Eve before the playoffs, NBA playoffs, that is. So, man, we gonna throw our predictions out there because my boy A. Rice be lying sometimes, so we gonna have him on recording this time so he can't go back and say, no, I picked him, because he be lying.
Nah, I mean, y'all gonna put some spec on my name, man. You know what I mean? I pick winners, and then niggas be trying to act like they said it the whole time, like they've been on the train the whole time. That ain't me, dog. I mean, I say what I say, and I win, bro. That's all I do.
The last fool that said put some respect on my name, nobody respect him now. So that's how I feel about that shit.
Hey, he probably trademarked that quote, bro. I might owe him about $100 million right now, bro, just for saying that. So, hey, I'm gonna be quiet and get to my picks, bro.
I get it, man. All right, so I guess we can start off in the Western Conference. I plan to go through it 1 through 8, 4, 5, 3, 6, and 2, 7. So in Western Conference, man, we got Houston versus Minnesota. Let me hear what you got.
Yeah, man. I mean, Minnesota been looking real good this year, man. They squeaked into the playoffs. Definitely came up from last year, but I mean, Houston too good this year, bro.
Yeah.
I got them winning by 4-1.
4-1? Damn. Okay. I mean, 4-1. I got them winning too, but I got it going. See, Jimmy Butler been balling. It's hard to stop.
That nigga been hurt. He just coming back, but
he came back and scored 31 though.
Yeah, he did.
And honestly, I don't think Houston really got an answer for that big cat. But like you say, on the flip side, Minnesota don't have no answer for CP3 and James Harden. So yeah, I'm gonna go with Houston. No, I'm gonna ride with Houston on that one too. All right, so we're gonna flip over to the Eastern Conference. Number 1 and number 8, we got Toronto and Washington. What's up?
All right, now that John Wall back, man, bro, some magical things can happen. However, we know how Toronto do. But this year, I don't think they're going to mess it up in the first round, man. They had such a good season. They bench is pretty deep. So I'm going to go with Toronto winning this one.
See, that's where we disagree. We've been disagreeing on this one probably like 5 years in a row now.
Yeah, you're right.
And ain't no need for me to agree with you on this one. Toronto, they always have a great season. I think they finished like at least in the top 4 the last 4 or 5 years.
Yeah, it's been a while. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And I don't see it happening, man. Like you say, that boy John Wall, even though he coming off injury, he one of them players that can turn it on whenever he need to, and he rested up, man. I don't see them stopping him. And I think Washington got a pretty good bench too, because while John Wall was out, they were still putting up numbers, and that boy Bradley Beal really stepped up. So I'm gonna mark down Washington on this one.
Yeah, I think either. I mean, I can see that. You know what I mean? But yeah, I'm a hold fast to Toronto, man. I mean, they earned the number 1 seed for a reason, so we're gonna see what's gonna happen with that one.
All right. I guess that's the first mistake you made for the night.
We're gonna see. We're gonna see. It's a long series, man.
All right, so man, we're gonna go over to back to the Western Conference. We got the Thunder versus the Jazz. This one a tough one to me. Since you did the first 2 picks, I'm gonna go ahead and throw mine out there. Like I said, this might be one of the toughest ones for me to pick, but I'm gonna go with Jazz. And the reason I'm going with the Jazz is because of that defense, man. And another reason I'm going with the Jazz is because they don't have that premier superstar type player, so they play a lot of team ball. They kind of remind me of the San Antonio Spurs. They play really great team ball, but even more so, they defense is atrocious. Now that does hinge on that boy. What's his name? Rudy Gobert, something like that.
Oh yeah, Gobert. Yeah.
Him staying healthy. Yeah. If he stay healthy, because I know last year, like in the first round of the playoffs, he got hurt. If he stay healthy, I give them. I give the series 4-3 to the Jazz.
Yeah, I mean, but you right though, man. Like even when I was looking at it, man, real tough series to pick. But actually went the other way with it, man. I got it going 7, but I got OKC winning it. I agree with you, man. The Jazz, I mean, I kept going back and forth because the Jazz do got that team where no true superstars, they rookies kind of leading the team right now. But you know, they can get a spark from anywhere out of they starting 5. But I think at the end of the day, I mean, we all know Russell Westbrook go 150% every play all the time. I think Paul George, any given game, can, you know, he can be the leader and go off for 30, maybe 40 points. And then when it comes down to that 7th game, because we both said it's going to go 7, they playing in OKC. You know, and that's ultimately where I gave the edge to OKC because they're going to be playing that game 7 at home. So I think OKC probably going to edge them and make it to the second round.
Okay. I mean, that's
yeah. All right, so we're gonna roll back over to the East then and hit up this Cleveland versus Indiana series. What you got?
I really think LeBron gonna be tested this whole playoffs. And I say that because this is a brand new team. He's only played with his team with about like 40, 50 games. I mean, I know that's a lot, but that chemistry really
ain't might not have been that much.
Yeah, it probably
because it was. Yeah, it may not have been that much, but I feel you though, man. Yeah,
I mean,
you still got to gain that chemistry.
I'm just not really thinking about it like from last year's team. It's only like 3 players that's still on that team for the Cavs, right? LeBron, Kyle Korver, and Tristan Thompson, right?
Tristan. Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. I mean, they had a big trade. They got rid of a lot of folks during the trade deadline. So yeah, they pretty much lost all their pieces in, or all their old players in.
Yeah.
But they got some new talent in though. They got some pretty good talent coming in, or that came in.
They got some.
They got Kevin Love still too, of course. Kevin Love still on team.
They got talent, but they got talent that they never played more than 82 games also. So it's gonna be interesting. But of course, I got a first round, man. You know, LeBron at least gonna get past the first round. So I'm gonna say this series go 4-1 Cleveland.
Yeah, that's actually exactly what I got. 4-1 Cleveland. Like you said, LeBron ain't gonna lose in the first round. He playing with a new squad, but we all know that LeBron's a beast. But you know how he get in the playoffs, man. Like he can see the end, and he don't care. He play 48 minutes a game and get you a triple double every game. He bring it. So in the first round against Indiana's up and coming, man. Like what's his name, old buddy?
Victor Oladipo.
Oladipo, yeah. Yeah, I mean, you know, everybody was kind of dogging that trade at first when they got Paul George for Oladipo and Sabonis, but that trade actually, you know, turned out to be pretty good thing, especially because Paul George was going to leave anyway. You know what I mean? So at least you got, you know, some solid players in the process, but I ain't going to belay it. But yeah, Cleveland, man, I think gonna take the series 4-1.
Yeah. I mean, I agree. Let me backtrack. So, how far did you have the Thunder versus Washington?
You said Toronto versus Washington?
Yeah. My bad. Toronto versus Washington. How many games you had?
I got Toronto winning in 6, so 4-2.
4-2 Toronto.
Yep.
Toronto, and I got it 4-3 Wizards. So I think it's gonna go 7.
Oh, okay. Go by 7.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
right, and what you
Okay.
had for Minnesota versus Thunder, but excuse me, versus the Rockets.
Houston 4-1. Minnesota gonna sneak and get one. Probably game 3.
Okay. All right, so let me see. I got that one going. I'm gonna say 4-2 Thunder. Rocket. 4-2 Rockets. Minnesota get 2 of them.
Oh, okay.
And I think it's gonna be the 2. How does series work now though? Is it 2?
It's
1?
2 at home. Yeah, 2-2, 1-1-1.
2-2. So I think they'll get them 2 at home.
Oh, okay. And then lose the last 2.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, so back over to the West, man. We got the Blazers, the number 3 seed, versus the cousinless Pelicans.
Yeah.
What you got?
This is a pretty tough one to me too. Because even though they ain't got Cousins, they still playing pretty good. Mirotic out there doing this thing. Of course, Anthony Davis, man, he a beast. Drew Holiday, but I still had to go with Portland, man, in the tight one, 4-3. Mainly because again, Portland's at home team. They got a number 3 seed. They're gonna be home in that 7th game, so I had to go with Portland. Damian Lillard, he's that dude, man. He's the most. Damian Lillard, to me, is probably the most underrated player in the NBA.
Yep.
Or, yeah. Real talk.
I agree, man, because did they finally let him? He finally made it into the All-Star game this year, right?
Yeah. But I'm trying to think if he made it or if he made it because of the injuries. I can't really remember if he straight outright earned it or not. I can't remember, but dude should have been there. It's a lot of good guards. I ain't gonna take that one. Huh?
Like ever since he came into the NBA, he should have been an All-Star because he been balling, man, like straight up.
Yeah. Dude been balling. And then after they got rid of Aldridge, dude stepped it up even more.
Yeah.
Leading the team. So, and dude is clutch. He a beast, man. He a stud all around. So, yeah, this gonna be they season going to get them at the first round one time.
Okay, and what's the series going for you?
I think it's going 7.
7 or 3?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, 4-3.
So, man, I agree with you that the Blazers going to win, but I got it going 2 Blazers. I just don't.
The Blazers going to get it?
I think the Blazers going to win it in 6.
Okay.
Like, man, aside from Anthony Davis, what consistent offense do the Pelicans have? Nothing.
Yeah.
Then you go on the flip side. You got the Blazers, man. You got Lillard. You got Cullum. You got what's his name?
Farouk. They center.
No, the number at the 4th position. Farouk. So I think it's like something. But anyway, you got
Aminu.
Yeah, Aminu. You got Aminu. Then they got a real deep bench, and I think they like ranked the top in threes right now. So it's hard to stop them boys, man. And I don't think the Pelicans got enough firepower. Davis gonna get his, but the real question mark is who else gonna get theirs from Pelicans.
Yes, I feel you. AD be having that that Kobe mentality where at the end of the day, shit, he might just take 30 shots. But again, who gonna stop him on Portland team? So I mean, if you can get a couple points from somebody else on the team, I mean, I feel like they can win a few games. But I can respect that though. 4-2, I can respect that.
All right, man. Let's head over to the East, man. I'm pretty sure we both already know what the pick is on this. We got the Sixers versus the Heat. What you got?
Ooh. I thought about it for a minute, but
let me throw this out there. Embiid said he is not going to be ready for at least the first game. I think that's what he said. It might be the first.
Yeah. I think I think right now they just said the first game.
Okay.
Like he's supposed to be coming back in the first round, but right now they already declared him out for the first game.
Okay.
But yeah, and still, I mean, I think I still got Philly. I still did pick Philly right now, 4-2. I thought about it for a minute, but I ended up going with Philly 4-2. I did take into account that Embiid ain't gonna be playing.
Uh-huh.
But the way Ben Simmons been playing, I mean, he kind of picking up a lot of slack. They got them boys. They took our boys from Atlanta, bro, and them boys playing up there in Philly, dog.
Yeah.
Ilyasova and Bellinelli,
Yeah.
they playing ball too.
Yeah.
JJ, he's like the vet on the team, but he been picking it up. Everybody been picking up their game since Embiid has been out.
Yeah.
So imagine when you throw Embiid back into the mix, which again, he may miss 1, maybe 2 games in this series. Depending, if they win, they may, kind of be more conservative or whatever. But I mean, yeah, Philly looking real good, and Miami, they always kind of have that inconsistency with them. So I had to go with Philly for 2.
All right, so I'm gonna take Philly for 1. Is your boy Dion Waiters back?
Nah, he done.
All right, he done. So I'm gonna definitely go with Philly for 1. Like you say, man, they've been unstoppable these last couple of games. I think they on like a 17-game win streak, and that
something stupid like
yeah, and like at least 8 of those games seem like they've been without Embiid. So I mean, while Embiid is a monster, they ain't missing a beat. Ben Simmons, man, the sky's the limit for this guy, man. Honestly, I think he probably could end up being better than LeBron. The thing about him that like really kind of shocks me is that when he was in college, he really was coasting through because I mean he really wasn't doing much, and for him to just turn it on in the NBA, they let you know how good he was and that he literally was just waiting to be pro eligible. Like this dude is amazing, man. Like 6'10". His handles are better than LeBron. Like his point guard IQ. Yeah, his point guard IQ is way higher than LeBron. Like he's a true point guard that just happened to be in a big ass body, whereas LeBron is just an athlete.
Yeah, he's more that point forward. Yeah, he's a point forward. Yeah.
And I'm also say that he gonna win Rookie of the Year too. I know in the running right now it's him and what's his name, Donovan Mitchell or something like that. The rookie out of
Utah. Yep.
Yeah. I'm gonna say Ben take it because I mean when you really look at it, he's a point guard, so he is what's truly making that team go. Because he has the IQ to distribute the ball to the most the player most eligible to score the ball, whereas Mitchell, I think he's at the 2, so he just he just roam around and getting open, whereas Ben Simmons is running the offense. So yeah, man,
they say Ben Simmons ain't no real rookie anyway.
Yeah, but he is. I mean, he ain't, but he is. He really.
So he wasn't in the NBA last year?
Yeah,
he was in the NBA last year.
Yeah, he was. But he didn't play.
So he ain't no rookie then.
But he didn't play.
Yeah, he didn't play, but he was still in the NBA. So you don't been in the atmosphere of the NBA games. Like, that ain't new to you. Yeah, being on the court is new. But you ain't even, like being in that atmosphere and knowing what's going on and understanding the game. He had an extra year. I do think Ben Simmons is going to get it.
Yeah.
However, I know it's all that stuff. It's been like a little controversy about that. But, I mean, he got a point there when he says that Ben Simmons ain't no true rookie. And I do agree. But at the end of the day, I do think they're going to give it to Ben Simmons, Rookie of the Year. So.
Oh, man, I'm looking at it from the other end. He ain't played last year at all. Therefore, he is still a rookie. Okay, so your first day on your job, are you like say if you working at a place and you did an internship there, but then you get hired, as a full-time employee? Does that count? Does it necessarily count as your time towards your retirement, your internship?
No. But put it like this though: if I got you on internship for a year and then you come on to work for me, opposed to this other dude that I'm just hiring straight up the streets to come work for me, I expect a lot more out of you. Like you should be, doing a little bit more because even though you ain't really being like a full-time person, you've been there shadowing. Even if it was just a couple hours here and there, like that time is still valuable and that experience is still there.
Well, let me put it like this. Let me put it into this. Damn you, right?
Hey, I'm just saying, hey, he gonna still get the award, man. But hey, in the record books, man, I just want to make sure the asterisk is down there. If not, I'm gonna type that little asterisk myself.
I'm just wondering, was it a lot of controversy when Blake won it? Was it Blake Griffin?
Nah, he played it rookie year though.
No, he didn't.
He missed his whole year.
Oh yeah, he missed his whole year.
Shit, I can't remember.
Yeah, he missed his whole year.
But it depends too. I mean, because it depends on who else would have been in the running with Blake Griffin back then.
I mean, if it's that was him with John Wall.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Might have brushed up on my basketball history right there, but
hey, man, that's you old now, dog. I understand that you know a lot more.
Shit, I'm older than them young niggas, man. That boy making all the money, man. I'm up here, old grandpa, man, going to work every day.
Right.
They playing ball. Yeah. All right, we're gonna swing it back over here to the West though. This 2-7 series got Golden State versus San Antonio.
So that one, I'm gonna say 4-1. It's of course, I think it's gonna be the actual game's gonna be close, just simply because it's San Antonio and Greg Popovich coach, great team in all aspects. Now if your boy Kawhi Leonard was there, I might give the edge. If Kawhi somehow mess around and say, "Hey, I'm gonna play playoffs," like Golden State is fucked up, like for real. They is fucked up, and if he come back against them, it will be like a revenge type thing. Because those are the ones who pretty much almost ended his career with that silly ass foul that they did on him. But yeah, man, the Golden State, they're gonna pull it out simply because they got Durant, they got Clay. You know, they got still, even without Curry playing, they still got two of the top, at least top 10 players in the NBA playing right now. So I'm a Golden State got it, man. Golden State.
Yeah,
they got it in 4-1.
4-1. Yeah, I put Golden State at 4-2. Just I'm giving Coach Pop. I mean, he definitely outmatched. But I'm giving him the advantage because he's Pop. You know what I mean? He gonna find a way to get at least 2 games.
Yeah.
Golden State been tripping a little bit, without Steph Curry playing. I think Steph's gonna be out the whole first round. So yeah, they still got enough firepower to win it. Spurs ain't really got nobody but Aldridge, really. Everybody else is just like a bunch of makeshift role players, really.
Yeah.
So they should be able to pull it out pretty easily. I think San Antonio will probably pull 2 home games, in there somewhere. But yeah, it's gonna be 4-2. But I don't really think it's gonna even be too competitive.
You know what, man? Now that I think about it, you know how I am about sports being fake and rigged. It might go 4. I might have to agree with you. It might go 4-2, and I say that simply because that would allow Steph Curry a little bit more time to rest.
Oh, he gonna be resting anyway because we just said that Portland and New Orleans going 7.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I think he's going to say you said 6, but that's gonna be a pretty tough series for them. So I think they series definitely probably be done before the Portland one.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
All right, man. So moving on, we got Boston Celtics versus the Milwaukee Bucks, and I got this one going 4-2 Bucks. They can't stop the freak, especially with Kyrie going down, man. It's then you got Jabari Parker. He's starting to build his groove, man. They ain't got nothing to stop them big boys, man. Them big athletic boys, it's done. Honestly, they might get swept because they star power is gone.
Yeah,
I'm going them. They gonna get swept. 4-0, 4-0 Bucks.
You don't mean that though, man.
It might be the Patron. You might be right. You might be right.
Hey, cause we still talking about Brad Stevens, man. We still talking about the Celtics that didn't have pretty much. They ain't had Kyrie Irving for a minute. Like Kyrie Irving been hurt like a lot.
Yeah.
They just got Kyrie Irving this year. Last year they were still the number 1 seed with Isaiah Thomas. You know what I'm saying? Leading. I ain't dogging him, but you know what I mean. He was the one leading the team. And there was the number one.
I think Marcus Smart out for the year too, though, ain't he?
Yeah, I don't know how long he out, but I know he been out. Yeah, but they got them young boys stepping up. Them young boys been doing their thing or whatever. Al Horford trying to be a leader. I'm not saying they're the same team. They don't have that kind of scoring power.
Yeah.
I think the Bucks are gonna get it. I got it going 7. I think the Bucks gonna round it out in 7. But Boston gonna be the home team the first couple games. We still talking about a Bucks team that's young, inexperienced. I mean, this is their first time, man. They like a no pun intended. They a deer in headlights, man. But yeah, I mean, I think they're gonna still pull it out because, like you said, the Greek Freak is just that. You know, he a freak, and they don't have nobody that's gonna be able to stop him. I know you said that you think Ben Simmons probably better than LeBron. You know, at that point in his career. I mean, I'm thinking the same thing about the Greek Freak. You know, as far as his athleticism and what he can do. Both of them still got to develop a jump shot, but they got time for that.
Yeah, that's true. Because that's the same way LeBron was, and you don't even know if LeBron developed his yet.
Yeah, I like LeBron's jump shot now, so I think he pretty solid now. He ain't no Klay Thompson, but shit, you got to respect him out there.
Yeah, that's only if you let him do that little step back dribble, then come to the line. But if you press his ass, you don't miss it.
He do it all the time. I can't even get mad at 2K no more when they be making him fade away because he do that all the time in real life, man. So I wouldn't be mad at 2K no more. I'm like, I wouldn't hold it back. Why you fading away? Nah, that's just how he shoot. He's standing wide open, be fade, jumping to the side, shooting.
I'm telling you, man, that dude weird, man.
Yeah, but Milwaukee though, they gonna surprise them, man, and I mean, it's gonna be an upset technically, because they're 7 seed. But I think they're gonna take that one to 7.
Yeah. All right, so we back up at the top on the West. I got Houston versus the Jazz. Who you had?
I got OKC winning that. I had OKC winning the Jazz, but I'm pretty sure we gonna come to the same conclusion.
Yeah.
That we think Houston's gonna advance to the next round.
Yep. Houston. Bam.
But I think mine is gonna be a more exciting series if it's Houston OKC.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, I think Houston, regardless, is gonna take that series.
True. All right, so let's flip over to the East. I got Washington versus Cleveland, and like you said, again, the same conclusion, pretty much. I mean, now it's to be.
Yeah. So, and my thing was, even with Toronto, like we all know, if Toronto gonna choke to somebody, it's gonna be the Cleveland. So that was kind of my conclusion with that one.
Yep. All right, so we both had the same matchups in the remainder of the West. We got the Blazers versus the Warriors, and it's like a rewind of I think it was last year. Steph was hurt and he came back against the Blazers. You remember that?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah. So it seemed like we're gonna have a rewind of last year. Warriors all day, man. I love the Blazers, but they just they can't stick with them. They like a imitation of them of the Warriors, but you can. It's hard to be the original. So I got the Warriors.
It is. I agree. I mean, and that's with Steph Curry coming back. I mean, it's hard to ever bet against them when you got Steph Curry. If they got a full squad with Steph Curry playing,
right?
Yeah, I got to go with Golden State.
Yeah, all day. And that boy, you want to talk about somebody stepping up? That what's his name? Quinn Cook, the point.
Oh yeah. Yep.
Honestly,
one of my Blue Devils.
Right. Oh, he from Duke.
Yeah, he went to Duke.
I mean, he was still up huge, man. It seemed like he taking over the role that Sean Livingston had. So
yeah, he gonna be that. He gonna be that first guard off the bench now. You know, it was Sean Livingston, but when Steph come back, I'm sure they're gonna have Quinn Cook in there because he's proved it.
Yeah.
They cut Cassie.
Yeah, Mark Caspi. Yeah, he wasn't doing shit.
And then sign Cook to an extension. So they did that right before the playoffs. So you getting an extension, you're doing something right.
Right.
They ain't signing you to an extension because you average. Now you showed them something. So they got something to him though.
We see the writing on the wall. Sean Livingston ain't gonna be there next year.
Yeah. I see. I mean, I know you try to keep them together for as long as you can, but there's a point in time where you got to start. You got to start cutting the trimming the fat somewhere.
Oh man. All right. Well, I think this is probably one of the more intriguing battles that we're gonna see early on in the playoffs, personally, and that's the 76ers versus Milwaukee. Man, that shit gonna be crazy. We got Great versus Big
Ben. Yeah.
I'm gonna throw it to you. What you think? Cause
you let me go first.
Yeah, I want to ride off of what you said, and remember this series we got Embiid coming back.
That's the difference maker.
Yeah.
It's gonna be Joel Embiid in that series. So I got Philly winning in 7.
Yeah.
But yeah, Embiid's gonna make a difference that round. Like I think regardless with or without Embiid, I mean they'll probably be all right against Miami, but against the Greek Freak, I mean having Embiid down in the middle, down the paint like that, because the Freak he gonna get to the paint. That's what he want to do. So to have a bigger body, it ain't many people bigger than the Greek Freak. Let's just be real.
Yeah.
So
he might want to practice his jumper. Get up with Drake and practice that jumper in the gym because he, like you say, he want to go in that paint, but not against Embiid. He might want to stay out there on that perimeter.
Exactly. Yeah, Philly. I'm planning on Philly taking that one to the next round.
Man, me. If it were me, man, I have somebody coming off the bench and I would punch Embiid in the nose first play. I agree. I punch him so up in that mess. Like, nah, fuck this shit. We gonna make this shit even. Like, nah.
Say, we'll pay your fine. The team will pay your fine.
Yeah. Done.
That's the only way.
So in the West, man, we got the Rockets versus the Warriors. You want me to take this, or you got it?
Yeah, I'm gonna let you start off with that one, man.
All right, man. So
that's a tough one, boy.
You know what? It ain't even tough for me. And we've been talking about this ever since they made the trade last year. And I stick to I base my opinions on history a lot. And CP3 and James Harden have proven that they disappear in playoffs. Every single year they make it to the playoffs, those two persons disappear. And I don't think it's going to change, man. When you're going up against a team that won 2 out of the last 3 championships, got 3 of the top 10 players playing that have already been there. Like you say, their bench has got even deeper in Golden State. I'm going to say 4-2 Golden State.
Yeah, I mean, believe it or not, I actually got the same thing that you got. I got 4-2 Golden State.
What happened to you thought the
Houston good, man. The Rockets the truth, man. Like I'm not gonna dog them. I mean, I've been saying it though, but then the Rockets are still finished number 1 in the West. So they had a great season.
Yeah.
But we talking about playoffs, man.
And
in the playoffs is a whole different season. And so again, we banking you asking me to bet against the team that's been to the championship the last 3 years. That's gotten better because they got KD on the team.
Yeah.
Now I can't bet against the Warriors until they give me a reason to bet against them.
Right.
So all injuries aside or whatever. I mean, yeah, Golden State's going to another championship because who's going to beat them? Who's beat them in the last 3 years? Who's came close to beating them in the last 3 years? I don't think it's going to be because of James Harden and CP3 not showing up. I just think they're not going to have enough as a team to get over what Golden State's going to bring to the table. Golden State got a fire-ass offense, but people don't talk about their defense. Yeah, their defense is real tough too. So Harden going to get his, Chris Paul going to be Chris Paul, but at the end of the day, what everybody else going to do? Golden State going to do what they do, period, on offense. But I don't know if Houston going to be able to keep up in scoring.
That's real, man. Now, this, I think, I don't know if we're going to agree on this one, but I'm going to say the Sixers is going to take out the Cavs. And again, this is based off Embiid playing. Ain't nobody in the league got an answer for Embiid, and Cleveland ain't going to create that answer in the playoffs. I got Embiid doing his thing. Tristan Thompson, he going through all this shit, with the cheating scandal. Got a
Man, that nigga don't play anyway.
So
that nigga on the down end of the bench anyway.
So who they got started?
He behind.
Please don't say no Kevin Love at the 5.
Kevin Love been at the 5.
It's done. That's real. That's a cake and icing right there, man. And
hey, until you think about the fact that Kevin Love gonna spread the flow, which opens it up for that paint. So that's what I'm thinking. So LeBron gonna want that open paint anyway, so he can penetrate and dish, do his thing like that, and can peep in if he wants to. And Kevin Love gonna light him up from 3. But yeah, if Kevin Love starts at the 5, then I think that's what it's gonna be. I got Cleveland winning it 4-3, and I got them going 7. Cleveland winning, but it's gonna be based off a matchup. If Philly won, I would not be surprised. The edge I'm kind of giving to Cleveland is it's that LeBron factor and that experience factor. They've been there again for the last 3 championships. They've been there. Philly, this is their first time. Like, Philly's doing a lot right now. Like, I think they said 2 years ago, Philly won 10 games. And now, we predicted them to get to at least to the Eastern Conference Finals. That's a big change, and that's a lot of basketball that you're talking about playing. Cleveland used to playing that much, or has been used to playing that much.
Man,
at least
the reason why I'm gonna say Philly gonna do this thing, and it hurts my heart to say it, but that Philly magic is real this year, dog. We talking about the same city where you kind of sort of writing on the wall it happening that Philly was gonna be a legitimate team in football, but I don't know how many people with once your boy Carson Wentz went down, everybody kind of wrote them off, including myself. But
yeah,
I mean they the world champs right now, and Embiid say trust the process. The process, I ain't got no reason to doubt it right now. I'm gonna say they take it because Philly got an overall better team. LeBron got a lot of miles on him right now, and each series that he playing against, they gonna be some hard series for him to win. I'm gonna say LeBron gonna gas out, man, because that's a lot of time that he gonna have to play.
We've been saying the same thing about LeBron for many years now. Like, he's been in the championship like 7 or 8 years now. Been to the finals. I mean, that's a lot of miles in the last that many years. And we say it every year. All right, one of these years he has to slow down. But we haven't seen like
the difference this year is though he only been with his team for a couple of months.
Yeah.
So I think that plays a big factor into this equation. He only been playing with these guys for a couple of months.
But I think what he does in the playoffs or during this time of year anyway is going to be the same. I mean, he's going to go for 30 points. He's going to go for 10 plus rebounds, 10 plus assists. And that's what he's been doing anyway. So I think, and he plays 40 plus minutes. Like, historically, I'm saying, like, since he's been back with Cleveland, that's what he does in the playoffs. Yeah. So regardless, with those teams, he's been with them for a minute. He does that. So I think with this being a new team, I mean, as long as they do their part, LeBron's, you already know what you're going to get out of LeBron for the most part. That 30, 10, and 10, throughout the playoffs. But no, I see your point though, man. And B's going to be a force. I just think, that experience factor is going to come back to get him at some point. I'm not sure if LeBron's going to gaff or not, but again, you got these rookies, well, with an asterisk beside it.
Also,
he ain't used to playing this long.
Also, another thing that I think is going to make a huge difference is that if I recall right, LeBron ain't never went up against like two legitimate like hardcore superstars in the Eastern Conference on his way to the finals. And Ben Simmons and Embiid are two totally different monsters that he has never seen until he got to the finals. Typically.
Yeah.
And when he goes up against those kind of people, he doesn't win. His numbers aren't that good. Like, what is he, like 3 and 5 in the finals?
Yeah.
So I'm just saying he going up against two legitimate all-star superstars in the Eastern Conference before the finals, and that's something I don't really recall him doing on his way to the playoffs by himself. Like, it's just LeBron against everybody else. When he did get past other teams that had superstars, it was LeBron, D-Wade, Chris Bosh. He by himself again right now. So, yeah.
Nah, that's real. Yeah. I can see that. All right, so I guess we got different finals matchups. Then we both got Golden State, but you got Golden State against Philly.
Yeah.
I got Golden State against Cleveland.
Yeah.
So when it's all said and done, who's gonna be hoisting up the trophy?
All right, man. So you already know. If my bracket stands true, I
don't know. You be damn tricking niggas, man. I don't know. You might go and surprise me right now. I don't know.
Nah, I can't do it with this one, even if I wanted to. I got the Warriors sweeping Philly on this one, man.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I might throw a little wrench in that in. So it's gonna be the fourth straight matchup of Cleveland and Golden State.
Yeah.
I mean, they talking a lot of rumors about LeBron James leaving, after this season, whatever. Maybe he will, maybe he won't. Who knows? I got Cleveland taking that bitch in 7, dog. Maybe that's me thinking with my heart a little bit more than my mind right now, right? Yeah, Cleveland.
Wow.
Yeah, but like real talk though, like I'm thinking by that time, if Cleveland gets to that point, right? I mean, I know we talking about their new team, and and I realize that if they make it to the finals, you don't play it in 3 series, you don't build in that chemistry, you building the exact type of team. So I feel like if they can make it to the finals, you remember how they was playing those first couple of games whenever after the trade deadline, after the trade, they was hitting on all cylinders. Everybody knew they role. Everybody was still healthy, doing their thing. That's what I'm imagining that Cleveland. I mean, yeah, on paper, they shouldn't win. You would think on paper. But yeah, man.
So
I'm telling me
you think that this Cleveland team is better than last year's Cleveland team? Hell no. No, I'm not saying remember
they.
You said that the Golden State team is better than the Golden State team from last year. So how the fuck Cleveland gonna pull this shit?
No. Golden State team. No, the Golden State team from last year was better. That's like when they first got KD. So I'm saying this year they've been a little hurt, a little banged up. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Last year, like, it wasn't no stopping Golden State at all. Like, this year they've been struggling a little bit. I'm saying they probably better than they were 2 and 3 years ago. Golden State is overall because they got KD, but I'm not gonna say they're better than they were last year. And yeah, Cleveland. I'm not gonna say Cleveland because they lost Kyrie, pretty much. Like that's what I'm gonna say. But I don't know. I think everybody I think has a more defined role now. I mean, I don't think there's that with Cleveland. I don't think there's that back and forth for power of the ball. I mean, everybody knows going to LeBron. There ain't no other alpha male. They got rid of that one. They got rid of Isaiah Thomas because he was, trying to play that role. So yeah, when it's all said and done, you're gonna ride or you're gonna die on LeBron's shoulders, and everybody knows it. Whether he passes up the last shot or he takes it himself, it ain't no who's gonna get the ball. We already know.
The thing that's gonna fucking hurt Cleveland this year is because of that. What you just said, just like you just said, everybody knows it, including Golden State. So it ain't no way Cleveland stop.
If the role players do what they got to do, then just like in every other year, like if the role players do what they got to do, then I feel like they should be able to win. Especially if they got George Hill, they got other playmakers that should be able to sustain. That's what was their problem last year.
We talking about Golden State, who got one of the best defenses too, man.
I agree, and I might be being too emotional and shit, man. Right now, I don't know. Like I want to see LeBron going to get another.
LeBron pay you,
but
like, do or y'all got some kind of deal going on that I don't know about, man? Because you tripping right now, man. Like being for real, like what the hell?
Yeah, I'm just saying, man. Like I've seen, you didn't think they were gonna win 2 years ago.
No, I thought they had. Yeah, actually I did because it was Kyrie and LeBron versus Clay and Steph. Then they got Kyrie and LeBron versus Clay, Steph, and KD. I knew they weren't gonna win that one. Now we talking about we talking about Curry, Clay, and KD versus LeBron. Like the math ain't adding up right there.
Yeah, you probably right. Let me go and flip my pick.
Hey man, I told y'all he was gonna do some crazy stuff, man. Like,
hey, but it's gonna be a series though, man. I'm gonna give it to Golden State though. I think they're gonna be playing Cleveland again for the 4th time. Yeah. But I do think Golden State gonna take it 4-2 though. They're gonna hoist the trophy again.
All right, man.
Golden State 4-2.
All right, well, hey people, man, y'all heard it, man. Both of us came to the conclusion that the Warriors gonna have another trophy, winning it 3 out of the last 4 times. And man,
we have the conversation if they better than the '90s Bulls a little bit later.
Yes, sir.
We talking how many championships they gonna have if this is a dynasty, and how long can this dynasty last? But yeah, we finally agreed on something.
Hey, I had to coach you into it. I don't know what the fuck you were thinking, man. Like,
nah, you did, man. Nah, it was late, man. I think with the drink, I don't know.
All right, man. Well, shoot, man. We gonna bring this to the end, and we gonna see how this playoff gets started in a couple hours, man.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Hey, y'all let us know what y'all think.
All right.
The podcast you just heard was recorded with Anchor. If you want to make your own, download the Android or iOS app completely free from anchor.fm/podcast. That's anchor.fm/podcast.